Okay. Had a little bit of trouble with the sound there, but we're back. And I know I just said I wasn't going to be that, like, super late streamer, but just this once, it was because apparently it takes 8 eternities to upload something to YouTube. And I was just very, very excited to put up my first stream on YouTube because there was a Philosophizer and it was badass. However, this is my last excuse. From now on, you can completely take me to task when I break my promises. And I think that's completely reasonable. Like having a lack of glowing cat ears. That is unacceptable. I suppose I haven't promised you that yet, but I do feel like it's an implicit promise. I at least promise that if I ever am not wearing the cat ears, they will be other ears. So while I was waiting for the YouTube video to actually upload, and I got super bored, I ended up putting on just crazy Great Fairy makeup just because I was bored. And I remembered saying that I would, so yeah, totally because I was keeping my promises and not because I got distracted, totally forgot, and then needed something to do. It's actually a good picture. And to be completely honest, the other reason that it's, like, quite as late as it is because I was having a very lovely night catching up with a friend from college that I hadn't spoken to. Let's see. A good decade, I think. Yeah, a good decade. College friend. We had definitely, like, been vaguely talking on Facebook Messenger and stuff now and then. We both play Pokemon Go religiously, and have definitely been in each other's sort of orbit, but we had not actually spoken. Digital face to digital face. In years. In a lot of years. So that was delightful. And may have pushed the start of my stream a little bit. Was I supposed to actually get the quest from him first? Eh. Yay, I love taking pictures. And I'll get to do it in a dedicated game in a few days.
Hi. Ah. Oh.
So in theme with today's game and makeup and vague goal of, well, no, I'm gonna do that fairy photo, Great Fairy Fountain photo quest thingy, so yeah. I ended up making a fairy godmother, except it's not a fairy godmother because I did not find pineapple juice. At least partially because I didn't try very hard to find pineapple juice, but it may well have been because there wasn't pineapple juice, I'm not sure. I just put ginger beer in instead. Which I have not the sophistication to know to what extent that makes this completely different, but I like it a lot. It's Saint Germain's, just elderflower liquor, and absinthe mostly, and like lemon and lime juice. And it's supposed to have pineapple juice, but I put in ginger beer instead. Okay, I thought you gave me some kind of quest since I was talking to you. Alright, hit a Kala. Oh, right. Okay, great. Do some powering up. I think this is another one of the things that I really like about this game. Hey! Wow, you're up super late or early, Mr. Shop. But yeah, another thing about this game that I think is a really neat secret way that they do progression is they give you this right away, but secretly, they don't tell you, they don't remotely give you a sense of how hard it is to get 3 ancient cores. And it is true that getting the power-up stasis rune is super powerful. Like, it's kind of critical for a normal person who's trying to kill a Lionel, for example. It's just a big thing, but it does, like, end up taking a long time, and it ends up feeling like a lot longer than it should be because these first few are upgraded with really easy to find materials. Sweet. So yeah, I love all these sort of subtle ways that progression is built into a game where they really do give you more or less complete freedom after the tutorial. There's just progression in the game design. It's really great. That's why I don't mind there being not much story. I do hope Breath of the Wild 2 has more story. I don't even have 3 ancient shafts. Fine. There's no way that I have 3 ancient cores. I once, like, ran back so excitedly my 3 ancient cores, only to realize that I did not have 3 ancient cores. I had giant ancient core, or 3 giant ancient cores or something. Oh, that was frustrating. Alright. What should I do? Well, I should probably go back and have that face off. Yep. Hit Impa. Since I already sort of committed myself to having a face-off with a Great Fairy. Let's just do this the easy way. Oh, I should probably plug these in. Maybe that's why they're not staying lit up. That's what food is for too, isn't it? Alcohol's the same thing. Right, Orange Cat? He agrees. Ah, you're another tiny lady. I forgot. We have 2 tiny ladies and 1 giant lady. Right. Alright. Hard to get there. Man. Actually even, like, kind of goes there, doesn't he? Dang it. No. Yes? Nope. Shoot. I shoot badly. Nope. Man, those are rough to get. Yay, a compendium! My Zelda Pokedex. I must catch them all. It's a great way to be the very best without exercising any efficiency or skill. Oh good, I can get more fairies I completely wasted. I like how I'm actually quiet when I'm sneaking, as if, like, the game can hear me. No, the fairies are gonna hear me and run away. Everyone, shh. Seriously, how am I this distractible? Oh, wait, yeah. Hey, Hardy. Yes. Stop running away from the fairy fountain. Run back to the fairy fountain. You have to take a picture of it. What are you doing? Oh, hey. Well, yes. Okay, now I'm running back to the fairy fountain. Oh, I love this game. I'm so glad that I'm going to be playing Pokemon Snap on this channel, because I'm going to be delighted. I'm just going to be, like, smiling and excited and happy, and I adore that I have a way to record it. I've been waiting for that game since 2nd grade. But I should probably stop saying that now and start saying that, like, in 6 days. Okay. Man, is there seriously, like, the rusty version of everything is a different thing? Man. I don't even think that I particularly have the whole, like, I want to complete the decks kind of collectathon mentality on this. It's more that, like, ultimately you will always end up suddenly needing something, and the fact that you can actually use the sensor to track it is just, it's so much of a relief when you realize that you already have the thing in your compendium. Not that completing sections and stuff isn't pleasing, because obviously it is. Pinkago. Pinkago. Picango. Wow. Picango. So if you replace pineapple juice with ginger beer, first off, it's delicious. I suppose then a fairy godmother can be a great fairy fountain. Oh, with a Lionel just kind of chilling to scare the crap out of me. Alright, what next? No. Eh. Robbie, million, 3,000 rupees. Prima, fire rod. Gotta remember the fire rod thing. Okay, I think I can do whatever. Did anyone recommend Dark and Stormy? I don't remember, because somewhere in the middle of me going through the requests, I found the fairy godmother. What is your investment in the Dark and Stormy? Because don't you not drink? Is it the pun? Because I approve of that, but I still think of fairy godmother, which has been altered enough that I get to call it a great fairy fountain, still wins on that particular criteria. I feel like I have enough for a thing. I do, hey! Alright, next time I'll get a heart. Okay, so I did in fact make a drink that's supposed to have pineapple juice and put ginger beer in it instead, which is why I decided I get to rename it, even though I would have renamed it anyway. So, no, ginger beer. Hell yes. Ginger cat. Today, your name is Ginger Beer. And you are beloved. For that and also other reasons. Alright, let's do something exciting. What should we do? Go somewhere random, do something random, do something specific. Let's... Any suggestions? Let's see. Don't remember what the ancient mask is. I don't think the fairy clothes do anything, but it could be hilarious. Alright. Let's actually open these up. Let's hit those outpost ruins. Over from here. Yeah. Woohoo! Onward to adventure! Ah, I'm so pleased. I feel like the obligatory stuff is done and I can actually do the thing where I just run to a random place and die a lot and do whatever. Why is this so liberating? So I am a 5'0" lady girl person. I'm in fact literally 4'11" and 3/4 of an inch, which gets rounded up on my license. So I am literally a smaller than 5' lady girl woman person. And I am equivalently, if not more so, I sometimes suspect more so, unstrong and unconstitutional in the expected ways. But I've always been, like, ever since I was a kid, this, like, very scrappy, active kid. So, when I was a really little kid, and everybody just made you play sports all the time because that's what people do to kids, particularly in, like, the time that I was growing up, where it was a whole thing to be like, okay, the boys never actually, like, include the girls, and then among the girls it was, like, uncool to participate. And there was, like, the two girls who were athletic. And, like, the truth is, almost every single girl, had she tried, would have been much better at literally any physical activity than me. But when we had all of these sort of artificial rules put in about how, like, you couldn't score a point unless, like, a girl touched the ball in between, or, like, you know, you had to pass boy-girl or whatever, and you had to have equal boys and girls on teams and shit. Like, everybody actually wanted me on their team because I was the only girl who would try. So it was just, like, the effort and the enthusiasm and the giving a shit that made the difference. And obviously I loved that. Like, that was great. I actually, like, got to do stuff that I was not made to be good at. But just liked. Like, I was, you know, I liked to climb trees and rocks and try to sink baskets, even though I was short and weak and small. So I had this, like, little period of time when I was really, like, able to and allowed to participate in, like, physical activity stuff. But then, like, very suddenly, and then always and forever after that, like, you weren't allowed to do anything unless you were good. And, like, I used to play basketball, but I, like, really hated it because I really, like, was not able to do anything. And I played softball, which was very depressing because before I was 12 years old, I not only did it, I was legitimately good at it. I was a pitcher, a good one, and a shortstop, and first base. Those were my positions when I played softball. And then what happened when I turned 12? I went up in league. And as the youngest, I was constantly put in outfield. I actually tried out to pitch, and I did fine on the tryout, but then, like, the coach kind of didn't care and was like, but, you know, just keep doing what you're doing anyway, instead of training me as a pitcher. And I just, like, stopped playing softball, even though I really loved it for a little while. Same thing happened with soccer when I was, like, even younger than that. Just trying made you good at a certain age. And I'm not saying that I wanted to stay good beyond when I should have stayed good, but the fact that there was never even an option to do stuff, like, after a shockingly young age, maybe 12 or 13, you couldn't really even do anything unless you were good at it. There was no space for you. And I think that that has some bearing on why I am so into, like, for example, playing this game badly. Just, like, the ability to just take up space and do things without, like, achieving anything is just incredibly freeing. And it's actually, like, legitimately not unrelated to why I'm even streaming. Because I think I'm finally starting to realize how much I have diminished myself in constantly having to ask permission to do things and be places. Fox! Hi, Fox. Do you want to take some pictures? Hi, I love you. Look at me. Yes! Oh, that's majestic. Hello, beautiful fox. Goodbye. Be free. Hi! Wolf's here. If a wolf shows up, I'm not going to tell it to go and be free. I'm going to kill it because it has very good meat. But that's not because I don't like you. You're awesome. Ha! I axed you. Let's have a real weapon. Oh, okay. Ah, man. I have just like a calm that comes over me whenever the weather gets perfect. In a like it would be perfect in real life kind of way. See the shadow of a bird. Scaramouche, Scaramouche. Nope. Stop whistling. Fine. I wonder if I can train myself to stop using the whistle button by forcing myself to whistle every time I hit it by accident. Which will drive me crazy if I'm in the middle of a thought and I have no humans around to worry about annoying by chattering on and on. I wonder if that's got anything to do with this decision to start streaming. Yes, it does. A lot so. Don't hit me. I mean, it could have hit me. I totally forgot to use my safe word. So it wouldn't have been on him. Should be a book here somewhere, right? Oh, there it is. Okay, how did I manage to... Of course I managed to read it backwards. There we go. Okay, I hope this actually gives me just like the next step for all of them. Right, no. Alright. Are they all updated or just one? Okay, they are all updated. Perfect. Alright, so... Ruins of Hyrule Field. Oh boy. Okay, I think that I should probably maybe get some hearts before doing that one. Soldiers gathered. Colombo. Outpost. That's where I am now. Regencia River. Okay. What should I do next? I should probably really get some hearts, really. Let's... Let's do that. Oh wow, I did that twice, huh? Alright, let's do the thing. We'll pick a direction. We'll get some shrines. A-Class always has the bombs. I'm gonna be the one who always has the camera. It's my default. I'm always gonna expect that I have the camera. Be confused when I don't. That girls don't think it's uncool to participate in gym anymore. That was always deeply depressing. I benefited from it a lot, but still. Maybe if girls didn't think it was uncool to participate in gym, there would be more room for people to not all have to be good at things. So maybe I still could have benefited. I'll never be good at, like good at very physical things. But... having pretty severe ADHD, this also just, like, kind of applies broadly to the number of things that I feel like I was sort of, like, shut out of very quickly. Because the way that I would learn how to do it well might be unfamiliar to somebody else, or, like, not make sense to somebody. Let's actually turn that off. That's gonna confuse me. It definitely made it harder for me to be able to, like, actually get into video games and then find out what I really like. I can see that. Yeah, that's a good point about individual sports, because I definitely didn't get to, like, really do any sports until middle school, when I started doing track and field, when I was sort of only competing against myself. And that has got to be the best shape I've ever been in. It's probably just gonna be a stone or something. I'm bored. Do it later. Yeah, I mean, I get that a lot of boys were like sort of forced to do sports in this like annoying, like gender performative bullshit way, and that sucks. But I also feel like people kind of like know that's an experience people have. Ugh. Whereas, like, the idea of just like, hey, I was a girl who liked to run around and climb shit, and I feel like nobody let me. Like, I don't know that I've particularly heard anybody point that out. Oh, sure, thank you. Let's mod you up. Okay, I swear this is how you turn someone into a mod. Sweet. Oh, right. Huh. There it is. Nope. No, it's not. Well, that was close. Yeah. Alright. Dang it. Alright. I'm going to stop this now, and I'm going to figure it out later. I will not get fixated while I am literally streaming. I will do it later. I was literally going to add both of you, and I will later. Because I didn't immediately figure it out, and then I will just get fixated and sit here and just click at things while I'm with, like, Link's head covered by my face. Awkwardly. It feels super pointless to be sorry to derail me. That feels just very... just... redundant. Don't bother. Nope. Not today, sir. Okay, yeah, I did it.
Yeah. Moo-hoo-hoo. Ah. Ah.
Yeah, doing track and field in middle school was like the way that I finally got my asthma under control. And it was like social enough that like it had the element of I'm like going with friends and I want to not miss it because my friends are going. That always has been and continues to be the biggest problem that I have with individual type activity things, which is, as a social thing, I'm great with it. But it's just not easy for me to, like, remember to prioritize more or less anything without something to motivate me apart from that. Something to make it a priority on any given day or moment when I'm making a decision about what to do with my time and energy. Which is why the best thing that has ever happened to my health is Pokemon Go. And I think that like, Ring Fit would also be awesome. If I either got into, like, a really good habit with it, or got, like, a buddy to do it with for the above-mentioned reasons. Because I just sort of keep forgetting to choose to do it. I also keep kind of wanting to get credit for doing something similar to Ring Fit when I choose to do Beat Saber, which I keep failing to do. And I don't exactly know what my justification is, apart from the fact that it does feel like I can't do it when I'm tired. That is a good point, Bookshop. If I made myself stream Ring Fit, then I would fucking have to. That is a good fucking point. That is a thing that I could do just, like, in the middle of the day, and be like, you have to do this. Because you promised... you promised... I don't know. Because your promise is on record. Because the other person who I make promises to doesn't actually hold me accountable at all. So I can do whatever I want. Plus then I get to wear all of my cute workout clothes on stream. I love clothes. I love getting dressed up. And I don't want to say sad. I'm trying to be less self-deprecating the second I am in any kind of public setting. But, like, the weird thing is that I legitimately put on makeup and get dressed up for no reason at all. Like, all the fucking time. This has not remotely been stepped up because I started streaming. It's more that I started streaming. Also, like, okay, the talking in a room that has no other human English speakers, or let's just say English speakers because the human part is definitely up for some debate, but for sure, I also talk to myself, or talk with no expectation that anybody listens fairly often. So it's kind of weird how much I've been doing as I've been streaming that are like, I mean, obviously I'm, like, aware of the impact of the streaming, but for the most part, it's not actually, like, particularly stuff I don't do anyway. I just get dressed up because I'm bored. One time I was coming over to this apartment, and, turned out that there was, like, a huge accident. And it was, like, there was, like, a 30-40 minute backup or something. So I decided to not go right away. And what did I do instead? I got super fucking dressed up, including this crazy body glitter shit that I have on my face. And, like, not just dressed up, like, cute, like, I wore a formal gown that I've definitely worn to a wedding. So when I say I just do this shit, I just, like, get bored and just, like, I'm gonna wear cool clothes and makeup and shit, and, like, sort of talk to myself and explicitly give my boyfriend permission to not listen to me because I don't care. The level to which this is basically just I've been a streamer the whole time. Night, bookshop! You're the best. You'll be a mod tomorrow. Yeah, the level to which I've sort of just been a streamer the whole time, but just, like, not doing any streaming. Which also fits with the whole oldest e-girl thing in the world. That was the only... It's just kind of odd. Oh, man. So, there's another somewhere. Where? Alright. Is it over there? No, that's just the... Wait. No. There aren't a lot of features. Where is chest? Man. It's probably under this platform, isn't it? Or up there somewhere. I appreciate the holding off on backseating. But tell me the answer to this. I think I'll probably just be like, sometimes I'll say, if anybody knows, just tell me. This is one of those cases. Across from the goal. Ah, the one I just fucking left. For fuck's sake. That just seems easier to do later. Let's see. Okay, so across from the goal, I'm assuming you mean here. What? Is it in a... Far corner. But I already got that one. Oh shit, I did get it. I'm just an idiot. I missaw the thing because it was orange. It was kind of hiding. I got it. Wow. That was so... Sasagami. I once called my friend, who had just helped me with a whole flat tire situation, from the car to tell him that I had lost my keys, that I had no idea where my keys were, that I think I might have dropped them at, like, the gas station where he helped me with my tire situation or whatever, and while it was ringing, I found the keys in my pocket. Or my purse or whatever. It doesn't really change the story. So when he answered, I had to tell him, so I was calling you to panic about how I'd lost my keys. But, I found them all. The phone was ringing. Yeah. Oh, good. I appreciate that. Oh, boy. Yeah. It's a thing, like, I now actually have a process where when I'm looking for something, I ask NT Boy or any other NTs, especially if it's like my bag or my purse or something, after I check to have somebody else also look, because I can just not at all register something that I'm seeing if I don't expect to see it, or I don't exactly know why, but I know that I can not see something in front of me, which is one of the reasons why I have everything have a very specific designated home in my life. The first couple of times Boy came to mine and, like, put keys down on a counter, and I said, "You've made those keys invisible to me, unless you put them in the key cup." I just frequently lose things that are just right on top of a clear surface in perfect view of everything. And again, and I don't know if I've actually said this on the channel yet, but I say it a lot about ADHD in general, which is that it's a lot of experiences that, like, everybody has, and what makes it ADHD is sort of how extreme it is. Let's see. Hello, Ginger Beer. Go Zoom with your Zoomy brothers. You are cute. Meow. Oh yeah, no, that needs 5. Oh. I legitimately looked what felt like all over for A-Class's amazing sensor bar tube top, but it is either he either took it with him or I stared straight at it and didn't see it. Or I didn't find it. Or he saw this coming and hid it from me, which I doubt, but I kind of hope is true.
Hey!
Alright, Do I want to fight you? Wonder if I can find some goofy getup to wear tomorrow. His closet. Oh, this is probably a little too slow. Yeah, let's claim our sword. Whoops. No, stop climbing. Sweet. Okay, cool. Yeah, thinking about the whole, like... Oh, hi, Foxy. The whole, like, feeling shut out of things because I was not, like, immediately good at them thing. I definitely got that... See ya. Wolfie. I definitely just got that in video games a lot, where by the time I finally did overcome a lot of the barriers to becoming like a gamer, like someone who actually felt like a gamer, it turned out that a lot of things that I thought were like types of games that I was bad at or types of games that I hated or whatever, it really just came down to like there being this very high barrier for entry. And stuff like Fire Emblem is a great example. Fire Emblem Three Houses just does a fantastic job of onboarding people. And I've always considered myself, like, bad at this kind of game, you know, ADHD, it, like, makes sense. But it's because the games that, like, I saw, like, just had no interest in making me feel welcome, and this was sort of one of those things that's like, yes, it's a UI thing, but it was more than that. It was also just a sort of, like, a boy universe that, like, sort of didn't expect me to get it, and didn't find it to be, like, a confounding thing that they wanted to fix if I didn't get it. And it's just, like, it's hard to explain. Even when it's subtle. It's something that I always felt. Oh. Terrifying Magda. Picture her with an eye patch and a wooden leg. But it turned out that once I got the hang of Fire Emblem, I was fucking awesome at it. That is a good point, Wolfie, about developing skills that you were not already good at. I do find myself now to to be better at learning to do new things than a lot of people that I know, especially boys. Like, I have been quite shocked in my adult life at how much I have sensed, like, reluctance in guys to, like, do things that they are not immediately good at. Let alone, like, learn how to. Let alone, like, be bad at it for a minute and get the hang of it, you know? Like, ADHD definitely fucking taught me how to do that. And I can imagine, based on, like, even the gender disparity in what I have noticed, in how much worse boys seem to be at this, that, you know, maybe there is, like, a much deeper learned reluctance to do anything that you're not good at. But I think it's different. There's this, like, idea of wanting to have kids stick to something because it's a commitment, or because of, like, you know, because of learning some kind of grit or whatever. And, like, I think that that's a little bit misguided, because there are some things that kids are just, like, not built for. But I think the thing that would actually, like, legitimately help a lot would be if it was more of a thing to do something because you enjoy it. The number of things that I am considered good at by my peers that I have been just explicitly called bad at. And the only reason that I'm good at it is that I didn't stop doing it, which was mostly, like, it wasn't even like, oh, I'm such a badass. It was mostly ADHD. It was mostly that I was just, like, impulsive and kind of did whatever I wanted anyway, and would sort of, like, forget to be properly conditioned by shame and shit like that. But, like, it's wild that so many people in my life think that I'm a very good artist. And some of that is, like, a thing that happens when, like, non-artists and people who do art interact. But honestly, in a lot of other ways, I have actually legitimately become a pretty good artist in many ways. But I have always been the worst artist in any, like, artist space. Like, legit. And I know so many people who would have really benefited from having my level of lack of capacity to care enough at how bad I was at things to follow through on it, because I have no impulse control. I keep saying that. I hope it's clear that I'm being facetious. I actually do have impulse control, and I think that people are responsible for their actions, and I take out my lower impulse control in harmless ways so that I can focus my more limited resources on things that are important, like making sure that I don't hurt people, making sure that I don't do things that are dangerous or that have ramifications for other people or long-term ramifications for myself. I act out my impulsiveness in ways that are harmless, which is in and of itself a decision. I'm not, like, out of control or anything. Having ADHD is not like an excuse for things. It can be an explanation for things. But it's just like another set of factors to account for rather than the ones that you thought you had. You're still responsible for yourself. But importantly, I think in the thing that I'm sort of like babbling about is that like it also came with advantages. There were a lot of ways that other people, I think, were sort of negatively trained. I think they were like trained against things that don't work on me very well. I got somewhat... Huh. So... Oh, she's gonna hurt me, though. Well... I don't see myself having the patience to actually not hit any flowers. Yep. Sasuke! Oh my god. Moonlight has become very fascinated with the toy that he found. Except it is not a cat toy. It is a people toy. How do I get that? Oh, I'd have to walk all the way there. Ah, no, I'm not gonna do that. Alright, what should I do next? Well, first map management, because yes. Okay, let's find some more shrines, maybe? I don't know, how many are we up to? Three. Let's find one more. Let's go in a direction. Cool, let's go straight. That whole thing that I was saying earlier about how, like, a whole bunch of my personality traits are more or less just, like, what you do on purpose to be a Twitch streamer, and I was just doing it because I'm just like this. I would, like, talk to myself and be like, nobody has to listen to me. And, like, just, like, sort of get dressed up and whatever just because I fucking felt like it. And, like... I don't know, it kind of goes to this thing about, like, how I just am a way that some people, like, put some effort into being on purpose. Cool. Thought it might have been an Octorok. Not just a general tree slayer. But yeah, like... ADHD, which is like the worst fucking named thing ever. It's mostly just like a different way of being built than it is like a screwed up way of being built. I'm not 100% always completely sure about this because it does involve like an actual couple of actual deficiencies. But not exactly even deficiencies, more inconsistencies. But I have found made some really interesting recent discoveries about recreational trugs and their relationship to things that basically like just sort of recreating ADHD symptoms. In NTs. And I do tend to find that, like, I'm not actually bad at functioning. I'm actually, by basically any reasonable metric, an extremely successful person. And insofar as that's been harder than it probably should have been, it's super clear to me that that basically comes down to the world being not set up for me to succeed the way that I'm built. In ways that are completely arbitrary. Like, if the right people had been built like me, then, like, it'd be the people who are currently NTs who would be struggling in it. Like, it's really that simple. Like, there are things that I am just better at than NTs. There are things that I'm just inclined to be better at than NTs. And it's not just fucking creativity. I'm sorry, I find this just to be so hokey of a thing. Yeah, I get it. It's like, it's not that it's not true. I think that that's... There's a sort of, like, very, I don't know, white... I don't know why white, but definitely white. Like, a very, like, liberal condescension to the whole, like, you know, more creative thing. It's like, like, not just that. Like, it's some kind of binary with everything else. Like, the reason it's creative is at least partially. I mean, I'm not to say that, like, overall you're not gonna have, like, an easier time with creativity if you have ADHD, probably. But a ton of my most useful creativity comes from the fact that the world is, like, I am unsuited to succeeding in the world and its conventions that are actually dominant. And that unsuitedness means that when I see things my way, it's creative. But I'm not sure that I would actually see things in, like, an NT way if we lived in a, you know, in an ADHD dominant world. Just because I was creative enough to see it. Like, a lot of times it's just I see how I would see something, and I think another ADHD person might also see that. And it's not so much about being creative. It's about being different. And, like, the world, it's actually basically exactly what people are always saying about, like, why diversity is important in, you know, businesses and blah blah blah, various. The thing is, like, very truly speaking, I'm talking about that. I'm talking about the way that I am built differently, being something that makes anything that you're working on stronger, because you have a perspective that you're kind of incapable of just coming to yourself. That's a Talus. Huh. It'd be wild if I could beat a Talus. I tried once on Usylles' channel and it did not go well. I mean, it was completely impulsive, so. But. Oh, it'd be wild if I actually got this after failing on Usylles' channel so hard. It's my 3 hearts. And no shirt. Hell yes! Come get me, bitch. Whoa, what was that? It's okay, that's what fairies are for. You had Mifa's Grace. Which I used up. So, yeah. And we never have arrows. I have over 100 arrows already. We have very different playstyles, Usylles. Yes. Alright, run. Failed to climb, run away. Come on. Okay. Climb him. Climb him. Dang it. Yes. Yes! I did it! Yeah! 3 hearts, no Mifo's Grace, definitely 2 fairies though. But I won! Yup. Wild inconsistency. For the win. I love being this fast. Where am I going? Am I going anywhere? You're boring. I'm leaving. Okay. What am I doing? More or less nothing. I was running around, seeing if I would pick up a shrine sensor, I think. I think that's what I was doing. Alright. I don't want to run and, like, into the castle yet, because I'd like to at least get a couple more hearts. But I also don't want to actually play the game in a remotely sensical order, so I'm not going to go up to Akala. This is way more fun that way. Oh, wow. That was probably not wise. There's one. It's a good time to drink. Need a piece of chicken. I can't believe how much I'm still pulling off being Link the Shirtless Adventurer. Oh boy. Yeah, that's fair. I was not ready for a moblin anything. Yeah, this is slow as shit weapon. The head down there somewhere? Yeah, you're lost. Okay. Hello, White Cat. No! Oh no, not this one. Oh no, I don't know if I can take this. Alright, first I need to find out if I'm actually... Is that just gone or is it gonna come back? Yeah, okay, it was gone. Okay. Okay. Huh! Whoa. Alright, let's try actually aiming. Where'd it go? Okay. I feel like it's a point of pride that I have to do it this way. Even though I know this is not how I did it any other time that I've tried. I know I've gotten past this side, but I don't know if I've actually gotten past the next side. Eh, sure. Wow. Oh. Wow! Alright, fine. I'll do it the way that I remember doing it. Alright, all of my problems are not solved with bombs. Oh man, this thing is too big. Ugh. See, I told you the phrenic bow was awesome. Should probably take a picture of it before I lose it. Out of using it too much. This is why I'm... Ah, there it comes, finally. Why does this remind me of being on, like, a Disney dark ride? go. Ugh. Ugh. Ugh to this. I have done so much failure at this. Nope. Come on. S. Rest. Alright. Sit. Stay. No, 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 come back. Dang it. Well, that could have been worse. Can I, like, just get the fuck rid of that? Probably not. Run. Run. Shit. Run. Run! Oh my god, oh my god! Woo! Oh my god, oh my god, I did it! Yes, I did it! Oof. Woofy. Oh right, I remember seeing the chest. It was just metal. Dang it. Whoops! Consistently inconsistent. Did I lose it? I dropped it? Well, I hope you're coming back. Yep, there it is. Alright, that definitely helped. Giving me a bit of time. Yay! Got it. Oh, totally worth it. I'm lying because that little icon makes it totally worth it. Yay! Completionist instincts. Totally doesn't cause trouble. Man, I don't want to be so much better at this late at night. That's not good. That does not bring joy. Well, I am glad that I can actually get a fourth heart. Which I think that I will do. And then sign off, because at least trying to go to bed a half hour earlier than before feels like being incrementally responsible. And that is better than nothing. I would definitely like to stream tomorrow, but I have absolutely no idea what my plans are going to end up being. Because I thought I was going to socialize today in person, and I ended up not doing so. But I did excellently socialize in ZoomSyn, which was deeply satisfying. But I will try to stream tomorrow, and I will definitely try to not stream at this late a time. But I also have to figure out sometime in the next, like, a day or two how to pack up all of these cats and return to the cat haven. Alright, 4 hearts. And I beat that Talus. Sweet. So yeah, y'all, I did put up my first stream, the one with Aklas and the amazing tube top. That is up on YouTube. So check that out, because that is fantastic. It's my favorite stream so far. Although this one was fun too. Yesterday's was fun too. It's really just that really crazy, traumatizing day that was super off. But that's fine. Till next time. Bye.